In this tutorial, we're going to introduce you to the Events dialog box. This is the backbone behind Mediator, and which is what allows users to easily create interactive multimedia content. Now, in order to demonstrate this, what I'd like to do is to program my home button so that when I left-click on it, it takes our users to the home page. So to create interactivity, I'm simply going to right-click on the object that I'd like to use. I'm going to choose Events from the drop-down list. I left-click Events, and this opens our Events dialog box. Across the left side, you're going to see the actions, or what I like to say, what's going to initiate something happening. And across the top, you're going to see what's called the events. So on a mouse click, that would trigger a going to a page. Or if you were to move the mouse into an object, it would show the object. And I'll demonstrate that later on. Now, to show you some of the different events that we have our going to a page. That's going to go back and forth between individual pages in our page list. We can show or hide objects. We can use our timeline, which I'll demonstrate at a later time. And we'll also do the set cursor, which I will demonstrate in this workshop. Now, across the top, we have our multimedia tab. These have some more advanced functions that we're not going to get into today. We have our external link if we create a website, which I'm going to show you today, or an email, which I will also show you in this particular workshop. Our programming tabs, when we get a little bit more advanced, we can demonstrate how to use those. And some additional tabs that you'll see across the top. Now, to program the home button, again, I'm going to go into our standard tab, and I'd like to say that when I mouse click the home button, so I left click and drag into our events dialog box, our mouse click action. What I want to happen as a result is I'd like to go to, so I'm left clicking and dragging, I'm going to go to a page. The page I'd like to go to, the home page. I'm going to choose OK. Go ahead and choose OK again. And now we've created on a mouse click to go to the home page, and I choose Close. Let's follow those same steps and program the video button. So I right-click the video button. I choose Events again. I select my action first, so I left-click and drag mouse click. Next, I go to my event. I left-click and drag Go to Page. The page I'd like to go to when I click the video button is the video page. I choose OK. And my button is now programmed to go to the video page, and I choose Close. Let's do the contact as well. I right-click, I choose Events. I choose my action, which is mouse click. I choose my Go to Page, and when I click on the contact button, I want to go to the contact page. I choose OK, choose OK again, and I close out my project. Now what I've done here is I've programmed the home button to go to the home page, my video button to go to the video page, and my contact button to go to the contact page, all with the individual interactivity created. Now what you're going to notice here is if I go to my video page in my page list, and I right-click and I choose the events, there's no object listed or no events programmed, because again, I programmed them on the home page. So a quick way to create that content, of course, on the video page, I can choose to right-click Events, mouse-click Go to Page. When I click on the home button, I want to go to the home page. With the video button, Events, mouse-click, Go to Page, go to my video page. And I'll do that one more time with the contact button. Mouse-click, Go to Page, choose my contact, and close it out. So now my buttons are programmed on my home page and on my video page. Now I still have the contact page, and I'd like to show you a little bit of a shortcut. We created these buttons on our contact page, but we saw how we copy and pasted them between pages. What I'm going to demonstrate now is how to copy and paste buttons with actions on them and events onto individual pages. So let's get rid of those on my contact page. I'm just going to delete these objects from my contact page. I'm going to go back to my video page where they are already programmed, and I'm going to left-click, hold down Control, and select those objects. And just like we did before, I'm going to copy them. I'm going to go to my contact page, and I'm going to paste them. Now you see when I navigate inside of the home button on the contact page, I go to Events, the programming is listed. So we've now created on each of our individual pages interactivity with our buttons, and let's test out our project. We test out the project by going to the Review tab, and remember on the video page we wanted to check an individual page, so we ran the page. Now what we want to do is test all the interactivity, so we're going to choose to run the document. I left-click Run Document, and it's going to start at the home page and allow us to demonstrate our interactivity. I choose Run Document. I'm going to go ahead and choose. In preview mode, you can see that we can select our video button. It takes us to our video page. We can go to our contact button. It takes us to our contact page, and select our home button, and it takes us back to our home page. Now I'm going to hit Escape to take us back to design mode. This concludes creating interactivity and using the Events dialog box for the buttons. In our next tutorial, we're going to show you how on the contact page, we're going to create hyperlinks on the click here to take us for further information about New York, and we're also going to add an additional button where it can email the website designer. Stay tuned.